Alright, how's it going, guys? I really haven't made a video where I talked about what's been going on with like the 240 and stuff like that for a while now, and I've been working full time since I got out of school, and I don't have as much time now, but I'm making a lot better money than I was at any of my other jobs, and it's all going into basically the 240. Just some other smaller stuff too. So basically, to catch you up, I have a few things to talk about. Okay, so thing number one is I bought a daily driver, so now I don't have to drive the 240 in the winter and worry about rust and constantly wash it. The second thing is I bought a Mac, so the edits should be getting like a little bit better. I might invest into like Premiere or something like that, but right now it works really good. I love it. You should notice a lot better quality in the videos. I actually got a GoPro as well, so I mean, I've used that in the past few videos. I don't know if you've noticed, but it's definitely a lot better quality than just the iPhone 6s. And other than that, it's just I don't have to worry about like phone storage and stuff like that. It comes with a crap ton of storage. Other than that, the one really big thing, which I always hoped I never had to make a video like this, but the 240 did take a pretty bad hit from a drunk driver during the Woodward Dream Cruise. So basically what happened was, it was the night of the Dream Cruise. I had been parked for a few hours, and I go to start my car up just to like take a few laps or whatever, and I started up and immediately it's only running on 3 cylinders, and I have been following out spark plugs. Just I don't know, probably about halfway through summer I started following them out, so I'd get like 4 every month maybe. I just like shoot through them all. But this night it only fouled out 1, so I just sat there. I didn't start it up for a little bit longer. I waited like an hour, just hanging out with all the cousins, whatever, all the car guys, and I eventually was like, hey, you know what? Like, I couldn't find any tools, so I just left. And I got like 20 seconds down the road. I went through this intersection. It was actually a stop sign. I was at a stop sign. I stopped, and I was going through this pretty like fat intersection, and this Mustang just takes this corner like stupid fast. It was a brand new Mustang. It was convertible. And it just takes this corner stupid fast, and I'm only running on 3 cylinders. I can't really accelerate that fast, but I see him coming, and he just almost like another second later, like if he was another second later, I would have gotten T-boned, which I'm very fortunate it didn't happen. But he just hit my fender, and I kind of helped it a little bit, because when I actually saw him coming, I immediately turned to the left and slammed on the brakes. So as you can see, I'm going to be putting some pictures up in the top right of the screen, and it helped out a little bit, but it pretty much destroyed the fender. I had a crowbar on me. I had to pull it out, or else my tire would have been destroyed. I think I have some footage on my phone still of the damage, but it was definitely a terrible night. I had never been in an accident before, and on top of everything, this dude I got out of the car, asked him if he was all right, and immediately he told me that he had been drinking, and he did not want to get the cops involved, and from there he just floored it. And so obviously I was just left stranded. I just called my cousins immediately, and then called my dad. I didn't even call the police. My car was still running. The dent was pulled out enough to where I could drive. So I just drove it home. So on top of, like one of the coolest nights of my life, like Woodward Dream Cruise, it's always really fun, always a lot of cars, Unfortunately, it ended pretty badly, but like I wasn't too upset. It was probably the best accident I could have been in. None of my aero got damaged. Fenders are easy to find, and you know what? It just, I don't know. It wasn't too big of a deal, to be honest. I was just, really upset. I have worked forever to get that thing clean. It's always been one color, always really nice and cleaned up, whatever. I'm not trying to brag, but I just dumped all my money into it. It's just sad to see something like that happen. It's awesome. Like I always like learning new stuff, especially when it comes to body work. That for some reason I actually like to do, which I know most people don't. But you know, we just used this tool. We popped it out the best we could. You know, shrunk the metal. It actually came out really nice. I'm super happy with it. The fender was actually savable. At the time, I thought no way, because you know it looked brutally destroyed. I didn't think. Anyways, later in the video, I'll kind of go through this car a little bit just to show you really what it is. But back to the 240, like I said, it was overheating. I had blow by. You know, I bought the motor knowing it needed to be refreshed. So here is really the big update. I'm just gonna go Wiseco pistons, forged everything, forged rods, bottom end, whole rebuild. I'm gonna go ARP head studs. I'm gonna try to do ARP everything that I can, because I messed up on the flywheel bolts not going ARP. So my goal is really to build a motor for 500 horsepower, but keep it at 300. I want to keep it reliable. Okay, so I guess in a nutshell, the 240 is done for the year. That is number one. But I don't even want to say it's done, because I don't want you guys to think that you're not going to see it. In like the next week or two, when my dad is done rebuilding his coupe, the 240 is gonna go in the third garage door. I'm gonna have videos of me pulling the engine. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull the trans, because I need to inspect the clutch too. I don't know. I ran into some problems a little bit that I never even talked about on the channel. Okay, so I've talked enough about the 240 now. I guess just one other thing that I need to touch on is the hoopty. This is now gonna be known as Pickle Rick. This is my 91 Jetta turbo diesel 1.6 liter. It's a 5-speed. It's got 470,700 something miles. Wow. Okay, so I have a few other videos lined up. Actually, only one lined up right now. Is actually Oktoberfest from Bayside. Actually, probably one of the coolest videos I've made. It's not like a cinematic or anything like that. I actually met someone who I pretty much look up to, I guess I could say. He's a local YouTuber from Michigan, but you know, it's really cool. It's pretty funny too. He should be talking about it, so my guess is if he actually goes through with it and, you know, like puts you know, what I gave him on his channel, I think my channel should expand a little bit. Oh god. You know, he said he didn't have a problem putting my YouTube in there, but I mean, I guess we'll find out if all of a sudden, you know, one day I wake up with a lot more subscribers than I do now. I know why. But anyways, he's a super genuine guy. You know, it was really awesome. All my buddies had a lot of fun. So I can't wait to put that video out. But basically, this is just a video to update you guys, because like I said, I haven't really done one like this in a long time. So, you know, I hope I said everything. I probably forgot a lot, and which I'll remember after I watch it and I already upload it. But you know, it happens. But anyways, thanks for watching. If you did, you know, even if you watched this far, thank you, which I doubt it, right? But you know what? See you soon.